Well. Hello there. This is Fimbly Jim. And today I am actually revisiting a build idea that I had previously for the Purgatus staff, which in hindsight I am now realizing that build. I think that I have potentially found the perfect support Psyker build, a build that you can use to essentially help your team probably more than any other class in the game, pretty much with every situation. You'll be the multi-tool of the world. I think this is just, if you're looking to be a support Psyker, I think this build is probably the best. The reason I mentioned the Purgatus staff build is I accidentally made the greatest support Psyker build to ever grace the earth in an attempt to make a good Purgatus staff build. So allow me to show you what I'm talking about here. So first of all, as you can see, we're going to start with the curios here, which is a little different. We're going to use the Purgatus staff. Now, I did play around with the idea of other staffs for this kind of build idea. One of the things that came to mind was the Surge staff. However, it is not as useful as this, because this thing has the stagger ability of a semi-truck, and you can essentially make every enemy in the known regions quake with fear and do nothing. And that is extremely helpful to your team, and when you're surrounded or when you're stuck or whatever, it's fantastic. The chainsword is awesome. That is all. Down here, I am going to be grabbing max health as my blessing. We're going to want 20% damage resistance from gunners. The sprint efficiency is a waste, but we don't care about that. And then we want 4% combat ability regeneration. That's what you want across the board, and you'll understand later. We also want more max health, damage resistance to gunners, flamers, and more regeneration. We want 1 wound. I don't think if you need more than that, you're bad. 4% combat ability regeneration, and then the other stuff is just kind of there. I probably should re-roll it, but I'm not going to do it right now. I'll do it later. And then just have any Purgatus staff, really. The goal of this build is less to do damage and more to be a tool. I just happen to have a staff that also does damage. I guess this build also would really push the Purgatus staff in the direction of doing damage. So, generally speaking, just use a good Purgatus staff and you'll see some pretty good effects. Which is kind of why this whole concept came into mind of, doing support Psyker. And especially on harder difficulties, you really feel useful. Especially like Auric Maelstrom difficulties. It's pretty nuts how much utility you have. And in fact, we're going to actually go into an Auric Maelstrom just so I can showcase this. And hopefully do decently. But anyway, into the talent tree. We're just going to grab your standard issue. This side. We don't care about this side. We want this, which gives us, this gives you toughness for all peril generated. This gives you toughness for peril quelled. And this gives you toughness for kills. And then this gives you more, this gives you a chance to quell on kill. So these are just all 3 mandatory. I mean, if you're not running these, you're gimping yourself. And we're going to be grabbing this for several reasons, one of which is going to be known later on. It's essentially going to be killing an enemy or a specialist applies stacks of Soul Blaze to nearby enemies. Our staff is currently using Soul Blaze. We scroll down to the bottom, spoiler alert, we're going to be using the M pattern here. And this 10% chance to gain a warp charge when we kill someone with Soul Blaze is essentially means with our Purgatus staff that we're going to have stacks up all the time. So I'll just go back up to the top. I'll just show you the path here, and then I'll explain. So it's pretty much identical to my Purgatus staff build. However, the mindset here is that I also think that this subsequently is the best support build. So I genuinely think if you are trying to play support Psyker and you want to be useful to your team, that this is the build you should be using. The other one just happens, if you want to do a good Purgatus staff build, you don't have to take this. You don't have to take this, or you don't have to take this or the bubble, right? So that happened to be my opinion for the best Purgatus staff build. However, what I do think is that you do want to go basically the full left side here. Pick your poison for this, and then pick your poison for this, and then go down this way. And then that's how you should do the best Purgatus staff build. My personal preference is having these utility abilities that subsequently make this build really good for a support role as well. So that's the logic and why I'm kind of showcasing the same build again. I'm trying to explain the difference. at least in my head. That with, like I said, purchase staff, go this left side, this stuff over here, stick to the left over here, stick to the left over here, pick your poison with these abilities, that kind of thing. Anyway, I digress. We're going to go with Smite, and this is why we're not taking the Smite or the Surge Staff. This is so good, and I kind of realized, someone in the comments told me to charge my M2 when I cast, and it immediately chains to a bunch of enemies around instead of the slow build-up from the instant cast with the left click. It's game-changing. This isn't super necessary. 10% is near negligible damage. I know it could be good with, like, your friends are shooting an enemy, but realistically, you're not going to notice this very much. The only time I think that you would notice this is potentially fighting a boss. But even then, 10% is not going to save you that much time when you could be putting those skill points elsewhere, which is why I'm just not touching it, because my skill points are divided around to such a degree that I just don't want to lose out on any of that stuff. Barrel generation just to keep us in the game longer. We want wildfire so that our fire spreads and gets us more stacks of the of warp tokens, and so that's just to build that up more. And that'll be, first of all, it's great. Just warp tokens are great in general for peril protection and also damage, but it's also going to be useful later on when I show you when we use this. So we're going to grab toughness damage reduction here, and we're going to grab 10% damage. You could go with the cooldown reduction on abilities for you and allies in coherency. This, in some ways, is better than this, but it's not always necessary. This will be better when this gets adjusted, because I'm pretty sure that how this is currently behaving, it's not supposed to. So when this gets adjusted, this will become the new normal for a support Psyker, and I'll explain in a sec. I'm sure many of you know, but I'll explain in a sec. And when that happens, I will go and grab this, and this, and I will probably sacrifice some stuff somewhere else, maybe here. But we'll see. So far we're going this way. We're going to grab this just to give everyone around us more damage, which is great. We're also going to do one with the warp. Toughness damage reduction of 10% to 33% based on your current peril. This will be great, just to keep us alive a little longer, and with our health the way it is, it'll just be really useful. Unlucky for some this is going to be a really good teammate tool ability, so that when someone goes down, 50% toughness across the board to everyone else who's up in coherency range. This is just super good. Keep people alive in sticky situations. Really good. Peril generation down. That's just good. And now we're here. So the Telekine Shield. This thing is so good. I can't even go back to using anything else because of how good this thing is. And with the way it currently behaves, you essentially get a free use of this with no cooldown for every warp charge that you have. But when you press your ability, it expends all your warp charges, right? So if you have a warp charge and you use this, you have this thing off cooldown again. So when the other bubble goes away, you can put another bubble down. However, with the Purchase Staff, you're generating warp tokens at such a massive rate that I have had 3 or 4 of these down at one time, and it's crazy. It's so good. And then when you double up to this, it adds toughness to replenishment for toughness, and when your Telekine Shield dissipates, everyone gains 50% toughness damage reduction for 5 seconds. I don't know how this behavior behaves the second half with multiple shields, because I don't know if you have, say, 2 shields and they both dissipate, if your teammates get a 100% damage reduction for 5 seconds, because if so, that's super OP. I don't think that's how it works, but I could be wrong. It does say plus 50%. I wouldn't be surprised if that is how it works. They're still working stuff out, obviously. But this is extremely good. Keeps your Ogrins alive, keeps you alive. Great for every situation, especially on Maelstrom. Cannot recommend this enough. I've been in love with this. I didn't like it at first because I didn't try it, and now that I've tried it, it's OP. Coming down here, we're going to go here, here, and here. Grab damage from all sources. This is just great. Mostly because I don't really love this. Is kind of useless stuff. This is just good. You could get rid of this entirely, this section. Go up and grab Psychoneg's Aura to decrease cooldowns. And then, never mind, I just had a brain fart. Anyway, yeah, grab this. And then from there, you'll go up and you'll grab the 50% radius for your coherency. This is just great for anything that you have, especially unlucky for some. Other coherency abilities, your 10% damage. Then we're going to grab Quell Speed, obviously, because you have to grab those, but they're both good. And then we're going to go grab Warp Siphon. So this is just going to be reducing the cooldown of your combat abilities. This is going to be peril regeneration reduction, damage, more Soul Blaze, more Warp Charge sources, and then increasing that to 6 charges. I don't think this tree has any, is in any way comparable to these two. This thing is so, far and away better than the other two here. And it's so good with the Purgatus staff that it's actually kind of scary. I feel like this is the best tree right now at the moment. These two kind of need to be buffed because this is just so good. It's taken essentially things that you used to sacrifice for. I believe I'm trying to remember. Maybe you didn't. I'm trying to remember. I remember at one point you had to pick between damage and I don't remember. I'm trying to remember. Whatever it is, this is just the best tree right now. This is absolutely OP, and for this build specifically, it's so good. And combining it with the concept of us trying to be a supporting role, I actually, like I said, I was trying to make a support Psyker build to show people, and I ended up building the same path, and I started going down the same path when I realized this is the same build I had for my Purgatus staff. So, yeah, the too long didn't read is. These abilities are your flex perks for the Purgatus staff build, but for a support role build, you want the Purgatus staff, so therefore you would also pick the best build for that staff, and you would pick the defensive abilities here, and that would create the perfect support Psyker. And with these Curios, you're going to be having a lot of damage resistance, and you're going to have your ability up all the time, that to the point that you're not going to be not supporting your teammates, you're not going to be protecting them, you're going to have it up all the time. So we're going to be taking this build into some Auric Damnation. I would go into Maelstrom, but I feel it's almost more arcadey. Hi there, Cable Fist. I feel like it's almost more arcadey than anything else, to be honest. It's I don't know. Maelstrom is it's a difficult mode, but I also feel like it's to a point where it's almost silly, like it's intended that you're supposed to fail. So I just want to show this in an environment that would actually showcase in a more realistic sense of difficulty. That is, if you play well, you can achieve. You can still achieve a victory. So, but anyway, yeah, that's what we're gonna do, and I hope you guys enjoy. Alrighty. As you can see, the chainsword is being used. I think it is far superior. I honestly love it. It's what's made me start playing the veteran. I didn't even know you could break those. I didn't know that. That is cool. Alrighty. So like I said, we're going to be supporting more, but this build, like I had initially said, is just far more adept at supporting your team than I had initially realized. And it definitely still benefits the Purgatus staff, but overall, it supports your entire team, so... You can CC basically everyone. Get your shields up to protect your gigantic ogre boys. And then yeah, you just suppress pretty much everyone. You can make a slow push forward against ranged units. Looks like we're good.
I believe I see some stairs.
Ooh, observant. Oh. Is that a... Oh yeah, it's a horde. I am in the worst spot. I need to use that pillar to protect myself here. Gonna have to lock myself up here, so I'm honestly supporting myself here quite a bit. We are just fighting for our lives up here. Haven't taken damage just yet. Juke, juke, juke. No damage. Look at that. Look at that. Fancy feet. Got the fancy feet going. It is so cute when the Ogren can't say things.
Psychic shield.
And then we just chain CC everything. And here we are. Oh, that I thought that was ammo, but it's a...
It would not surprise me to learn that he is an engine designed to inspire more of your kind to obedience.
Big beauty, down!
Righty, alrighty. Just keep torching.
Wait from the bell.
Oh,
Chopper joins the fray.
can't really tell if we're just gonna help our team doing that, and then we're gonna top off, and we're gonna keep chain lightning. Have not taken any damage just yet. Somehow I killed some enemies. Didn't really. Oh hey. I'll just do this. Oh, I gotta move. We gotta move. Oh, there we go. And see now, like, this bubble is protecting our team. We've got the fire to deal with the hordes. We've got the lightning to CC any bombers. Or any we've got a tool in our kit. Oh, well, not for that, I guess. But we've got a tool in our kit for every situation. And this is a perfect example. Oh, well. I was a little late on the come up there, but point still stands. Able to deal with those pox bursters and get them off your teammates. And dogs, especially, I mean, when you do play this on Maelstrom, I would say that it is mandatory on Maelstrom, just because you'll have situations where you deal with... What are you doing up here? Where you deal with hordes of dogs. Just so many dogs. And being able to CC an entire pack of hounds is extraordinarily good. Just keep spinning. And that guy, he's on fire, so we'll just... There we go, we got these guys locked down. Oh! Thanks, boys. Oh, okay. Where is it? Oh, I did not have any warning. Oh boy, I'm not doing us justice here. But there we go. We're just getting rid of that guy so that our team can. And I got. There was a bit more audio warning for that, but. There we go. Up and back at him. Alrighty. Torch and everything. There we are. and we'll just clear out these boys. So I just feel like this is, I mean, you could say that you could make an argument for the most classes have some degree of support elements to them. But I do feel like the Psyker has the most potential utility for his kit. It, you know, obviously it's situational, and there are certain aspects of each kit that can be used for, say, like the ogre and reviving people. Well, I'm not looking good. I'm not looking good. I'm probably gonna jump in there and take that. Yeah, so like the ogre and being able to like run through crowds to revive people and be like that's super useful, but having the CC and the bubble shield just feels like if you want to play Psyker and you want to be a supporting Psyker, I feel like this is the best possible build that you could be running to benefit your team in multiple different ways, which I think is what sets a good support from a bad support, is their ability to deal with situations and protect their team. Find myself using... That was dealt with. I find myself using the chain sword, actually, like, way more. I feel like I would rarely use my other sword. Okay, coming down here? Oh, well, not anymore. There we go. More ammo for the boys. There's that dog. Then we'll put this down here. Lots of guns. Onward and upward, gamers. So it's just like the thing about this build is you really have to be on it with like paying attention to your environment, which sometimes I struggle with from time to time. Like back here, this is... It's essentially just you gotta be aware of your surroundings most of the time. Oh, this is a lot. Okay. There we go. We're good. We're fine. Keep them from hurting our teammates. And there we are. Moving onward and upward. And there we go. Just keep chopping. Keep. And we're slowly but surely making our way.
Yes, 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 very impressive.
But they had the chain sword. Oh my god. They are coming in waves with the...
down, shotgunner.
There's this. Oh, is this new? Was that always there? Not entirely sure.
That's still.
Well, at least it got the ventilation system. So
Okay, we're gonna put my shield down.
body pack. Stab shotgunner.
We do this and we just saved our teammates. There's several of these guys coming, I think. Oh, we lost the bubble. Putting the bubble back.
Flamer's dead.
Keeping our way upward and onward.
Stab shotgunner.
Charging.
Guilty. Get clear.
There we go. We got rid of him so he doesn't hurt our teammates. We want you not to... There we go. We want them away from the team.
One trapper attended to.
Where is it? There it is. Away from the team.
Bomber's gone. If I get me hands on that bastard.
Nicely done. Now find the elevator and head towards the roof.
Torching.
I have a shield.
There's more ammo. Which we don't use in our line of work.
Medicare station.
We should redress our wounds.
Excellent. Things are looking great for the team.
I stand with you.
Oh, I'm taking that. I'm gonna turn this area into a fortress.
Pay attention. Data inbound. Continue develop.
Just gonna torch everything over here.
Is that envy I hear?
And we're gonna put a bubble up right here.
Christ.
Where is that? That's two of them dealt with at the same time. The chain lightning. Oh my god.
Cover me.
Needs.
Chain lightning.
Raising shield.
Just scratches. Lots of scratches.
Let's chase and show you're not traitors.
There we go. I'm still getting red hit markers from the
Data stream ceased. You are certain you installed the data interrogator correctly?
Trappers down.
alrighty.
Fire favors us. Resume uplift.
Pop shield raised.
Outstanding. Slippery now, lads. How'd you like this? Now.
Keep burning.
Yes, well done. You hit its head.
Data interrogation.
The machine is broken. What is the problem?
Alright, and we're just trying to keep all the enemies off our teammates here. Even if it just means, I mean, the purchases staff obviously can, you know, can totally
Boxbuster.
get rid of these guys lickety split, but it also staggers them.
Keep killing me. There's little my English.
And it doesn't require a whole lot, you just spread it around. we go. And we're out of here.
Send your crypt key.
And look at this. Excellent.
Just get moving.
I see you, Gunner.
I meant to dodge to the side and I dodged backwards. Like a fool. We need to get into the elevator, boys.
Well, this is all day cloak and dagger. Probably.
Look at that guy's arm. Looks like I got chopped off from the elevator. And we can just stagger enemies with our little mouse ones on and off here. Oh, I don't like this. I can't see what's happening. Bad spot to be in. I am so glad I dodged the way that I did there, because if I didn't, I would have been very, very dead. Or at least not dead, I would have been dog maimed. Let's get rid of him. I also find that the that smite paired with purchase works well too, just for like they're already burning and then you get more damage from like the chain lightning actually can get some kills, surprisingly. And this is just us just torching everything.
I will protect you, simpletons.
Okay. Spread the love around.
Look out! Out! Kill!
Nice. That was awesome.
Stay with us, big man!
There we go. We pushed him away by doing that. Thank God that worked out.
Kill! Watch, learn, fit. Got it? Psychic shield!
Did that block the... That looks like it... Push him away. Excellent. And now we got rid of him too. I love it. Another one. God, they are never ending. I meant to... There we go. We got some nice little last second knockback there. Another one? Wow, they are never ending.
Sniper's cock shit.
Shelter, simpletons! I suppose that has
Spread the fire around. Are they... Oh, the bubble. I hate when that... I'm gonna keep chain lightning.
eliminating targets.
good. That was good. Oh, I didn't even realize this was here. Silly of me, did not realize that. Oh. Gotta keep torching. Oh.
Please, push. This was nothing.
Oh my. That was sick. I didn't. Oh, I did kill the poxhound. That was sick.
One shot, one kill.
The shield is just so infinitely useful. It always gets its money's worth. Oh, it's now my chain lightning's about to get its money's worth here too. I'm just gonna light them on fire, and then I'm going to CC them. Bunch of crushers. Ah, nah, they're just gonna get pushed over by all the CC.
Psychic shield.
Moving onward and upward.
It's this way. Engaging focus fire.
Got a heavy sky fire present, and it all runs from that breaker. Shut it down.
And now we have the final little section here, and we're just gonna clear it out like we do, because we've got the ultimate CC monster kit, so shouldn't be much of a problem.
Not getting back out. Who goes there? The barrel's exploding.
Yeah, I gotta kind of commit to that.
Its suffering is ended.
You'll need your data interrogators if you're going to align that dish.
No, I couldn't help him. The range.
Do you see that pop-up? Hey!
And we'll get him to stop. There we go.
That hook could burn down.
Data stream.
Good feeling about this shot.
This is looking good.
Gunner.
Looking real good.
Dragons, I have a shield.
Keep the shields up. As long as the stacks are flowing, we're going to be getting... So far, so good.
Interrogator status. Inoperative. Remedy.
That protects against their shots as well, thank God.
Good work, big man.
This guy's gonna ruin my day, isn't he? Yeah, he was. There you go. Onward and upward, gamers. Okay. Caught him. I mean, it did look like he hit our teammate still. There we go.
Look out! They're charging!
Get him off. Get him off as well. I can't. Okay, I caught him a little bit, but we lost a teammate there, unfortunately. We're getting swarmed on by all manner of big boys.
I will protect you, simpletons!
Torching everything. Oh, our boys over there.
This way!
You have somehow succeeded in resolving the issue.
Oh, the pretty blue.
Completion imminent.
And we are doing wonderful. Looks like we're going to be making it out of here. I love having some defensive utility. It's just so nice. Just it feels good for you too, as a somewhat squishy class. Or arguably the squishiest. Maybe the veteran sharpshooter might be squishier. Oh, I dodged that. Well, I didn't, I guess, but, you know, I thought I did. Oh, not good.
Surprise coming in!
Laying the fire. And we're out of here, baby. And there you have it. Excellent work, everyone. Anyway, that is the support Psyker build that I think is currently the best support build you could do with the Psyker, just because you're able to essentially deal with any situation and provide the much needed support of, you know, the bubble and CC for certain kinds of enemies. Overall, I think it's an extremely good build. I would argue that it's probably up there in terms of like what the best Psyker build is right now. With more playing around with other things, this one feels the best, especially on like Maelstrom difficulty and other things like that. So, but anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. Please let me know if you did, and I hope you guys have a good day wherever you are. Please drive and walk safe wherever you do go, and please be nice to yourself and kind to others. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye.